Knowledge alone will not save you. See, a lot of people that are woke, conscious, or spiritual, they are addicted to knowledge and information. So they're constantly watching videos about, the latest conspiracies. They're reading about chakras and the third eye and all this deep esoteric knowledge. And that's a good thing. It's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like many people overly focus on researching the information instead of embodying the information. Some people don't have to read books or watch videos about spirituality because they embody it. Their energy and spirit is activated in real time, and they might not even know all the conscious information, but their actual life validates the information. Because a lot of dudes will say, they're a god and they're a king, but their life doesn't reflect it. And it's really because they have an imbalance in their chakras. Their upper chakras are overstimulated, but their lower chakras are understimulated. So if you're having money problems, if you're having problems with relationships or girls, or just problems with manifesting in general, a lot of that is lower chakra work. See, a lot of times people get so far out into space and other dimensions that they lose touch with this reality. I don't want to just be a god in my mind. I want to live like one in real life. A lot of metaphysical teachers tell you that you should detach from the material world and only focus on spirituality. And I think that's an outdated concept. Because once you know that life is a simulation and you're a god and a creator, then why wouldn't you create the best reality for yourself here before you ascend? You already beat the game based upon being conscious. So why not get rich? Why not travel and see the world? Why not enjoy life? People make it seem like being spiritual means you have to reject pleasure and just be a fucking Buddhist nun who only meditates. Like, that's cool, but you don't have to do that. We're here on earth for a reason. And it's like, whether you're a millionaire or whether you broke as fuck, once you die and leave this reality, you'll go to a new one. So if nothing matters and it's all an illusion, why not make your illusion at least be fun? Because it's all temporary. So my philosophy is to live life to the fullest and become a god on earth. I used to have the mindset that not having material comforts and pleasures made me more spiritual, right? But that's really just the ego. And once I realized that the spiritual world and the physical world was all one, I made the decision to create heaven on earth. Because to keep it real, bro, conscious niggas are no different than Christians. Because just like Christians are waiting to die to go to heaven, conscious niggas are waiting to die to ascend and go to the next realm. And the whole time, your life is passing you by. So this is my opinion. Either way, it really doesn't matter in the end. I just choose to create an enjoyable experience rather than making it a depressing one. But that's just me. You can do what the fuck you want to do. I just feel like a lot of people get so conscious and just so woke that they feel like they have to escape from reality. And they really use metaphysics and spirituality as a form of escapism because they don't want to deal with the fact that they're not living up to their full potential in the physical world. So they try to reject the physical and say that the physical world is the problem instead of recognizing that it's them and their own lack of knowledge, their own lack of embodying the knowledge, their own lack of discipline and willpower. And I just think it can become very harmful and even toxic to have these mentalities that teach you to reject pleasure, reject the material world, and only focus on spirituality. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people end up homeless. I've seen a lot of people end up having mental health issues because they got so enveloped into this information that they neglected everything else. Like I say, I believe that you should embody this information and create a life that validates the information instead of just worshiping the knowledge and worshiping books. So like I said, man, it's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. That's another thing, man. There is no one set way or one truth when it comes to spirituality and consciousness. Because what we're talking about transcends logic. It transcends all of the parameters that we try to lock ourselves into. This is not religion. This is not a rigid belief system and a set of rules. Everyone's spiritual path is unique to them. And I choose to create one that aligns with having an abundant, beautiful, enjoyable life in the physical. You don't have to suffer to become conscious. Even the Buddha himself, he said that asceticism was a waste of time, because his path to enlightenment, he was meditating on thorn bushes and starving himself and doing all of these things. And when he became enlightened, he realized that, man, all of that shit that I was doing was my ego. I didn't have to do any of those things to become enlightened. I allowed my ego to trick me into believing that I had to do those things, because in reality, you were always enlightened. Your awareness just wasn't awakened to that fact. So you was distracted from your enlightenment because you were paying attention to everything except your own awareness. Once you're aware of yourself, once you're aware of the fact that you are a God, you are an energetic being that has no beginning and has no end, it's really just up to you of what you want to create. So create a life that's dope, man. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to hate the world to be spiritual. It's all you. All of this shit is out here for you, man. So embrace it and, live your best life.